Morning mathematicians. Today we will be starting Module 6 of our math curriculum. In Module 6, we're going to be exploring place value, we're going to be comparing numbers, and we're going to be adding and subtracting numbers to 100. Let's get ready for our first lesson. I want to remind you that mathematicians will solve, compare with different unknown problem types by using a tape diagram. We have explored the usage of tape diagram in solving word problems in previous lessons. I also want to remind you that as with any word problem, remember to use the solve method and solve the problem following the solve method. Let's go over our steps. First, we're going to study the problem. We're going to ask ourselves, what is this problem asking us to find? Step 2, we're going to organize the facts. We're going to circle every important fact. Then we're going to line up a plan. What strategies can we use to solve the problem? Then we will verify our plan with action. Remember that one of our steps is going to be the usage of a tape diagram. And then last, we're going to examine our results, asking ourselves, does our answer make sense? Are you ready to read the problem with me? Let's see. It says, Fran donated 11 of her old books to the library. Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. How many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? Let's read it again. Fran donated 11 of her old books to the library. Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. How many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? What's our first step? We're going to study the problem. What is this problem asking us to find? Turn and talk to someone at home. Remember, you can always pause the video. The problem is asking us to find how many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? Step 2, organize the facts. We're going to circle all important facts. Let's read again. Fran donated 11 of her old books to the library. Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. How many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? Can you turn and talk to someone at home? What important facts is this problem giving us? Yes. First fact, Fran donated 11 of her old books to the library. So we circle all important facts. Let's read the next statement. Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. Is that important? Yes. So we're going to circle this other important fact. Remember to circle the important facts. Step 3, we're going to line up a plan. What strategies are we going to use? Remember that in the beginning, we mentioned that we were going to be using a tape diagram. Then we were going to verify our plan with action by using 2 different strategies. But one of our strategy has to be a tape diagram. We're going to pause here for a second and you're going to follow the video and work along with the video to complete the problem.
books to the library. Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. How many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? So the idea is, oftentimes we imagine, we first read the question, and what I like to do is I like to think about, what is my sentence, my answer sentence going to be? How many more books did Fran donate than Darnell? So the idea is I'm going to want to try and write my answer sentence, answer statement with a blank. So I'm going to say Fran donated blank more than Darnell. So there's my answer sentence. I like to come up with my answer statement with a blank right there. That helps students know, well, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to answer? And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the question again, and I'm going to notice that we have 2 characters, Fran and Darnell. So I'm going to draw both Fran and Darnell, and I'm going to draw them identical. Fran and Darnell, all right? As close as I could, I made them identical. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the sentence again, but I'm going to tweak these tape diagrams to really match the question. So I'm going to go back and it says Fran donated 11 of her old books to the library. So I know that this bar right here represents 11. So I'm going to draw an 11 right there. And then I'm going to go back and it says, I'm going to read again the sentence, and now this one says Darnell donated 8 of his old books to the library. Well, that means Darnell's tape has to be a little bit smaller than Fran's tape diagram, and that's 8 right there. So notice how I kind of cut all this off. And so now we have 8. So Darnell's tape is a little bit shorter than Fran's tape. All right, and then I'm going to go back and read where we are. Okay, now it says, how many more books did Fran donate? So I'm looking for this distance right here. So that little thing right here is our question mark. Really, I think a better place would have been to put it down there. Okay, so what am I going to do? A couple of ways to solve this. I could think of it as 8 plus blank equals 11, or I could think of it as 11 minus 8 equals blank. And of course, either way, we're going to get the answer of 3. Now, parents and teachers, it's up to you to let your students decide whether they're going to think of it as an addition problem or a subtraction problem. They both, of course, work. The idea is, for this lesson, is we're going to be practicing drawing our tape diagrams. So I'm going to focus for the remaining videos, or slides, drawing the picture and less on the math. So here it says, during recess, 7 students were reading books. There were 17 students playing on the playground. How many fewer students were reading books than playing on the playground? So the sentence, that the answer statement is, there were blank fewer students reading than playing. All right, so there is my answer sentence. There were blank fewer students reading than playing. So now I'm going to go back, and now that I've written my answer statement with a blank, now I'm going to go back and read the question again. I'm going to look for the characters in this story. Right? The previous one, it was like Fran and Darnell. Now, who are my characters here? Well, it says during recess, we have 7 students were reading books, and there were 17 students playing on the playground. So my characters in this, so to speak, was we've got reading books and we've got playing. So our 2 characters are reading books and playing on the playground. So we could do PP for playing on the playground. reading books and playing on the playground. So now we're going to go back and we're going to start by giving each one of them the exact same tape. I generally always start with giving them the exact same tape, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read the question and modify the tapes as necessary. So it says, during recess, 7 students were reading books. So that means this tape right here is our 7. So there's our 7. And then I'm going to go back and then read the next sentence, which is, there were 17 students playing on the playground. So that means this tape actually needs to be a little bit longer. And it doesn't matter if it's proportional, parents and teachers, so we don't have to be all perfect. All right? We just know it needs to be longer, and we know that that length is supposed to be 17. All right? So that means this piece right here, because remember we originally drew them at the exact same length, so that means this piece right here is also 7. Right here is 7. I don't know why I drew the 7 twice. You guys can deal with it. So this is 7, and this is 7, and this whole thing is 17. Now the question is, how many fewer students were reading books than playing on the playground? So the question is, what is this piece right here? Because we could think of it in terms of the students reading books, and we could say, well, they have this missing piece right here. See that? And so the question is, what's that question mark? And so what are the ways we could do it? Well, we could think of it as 7 plus what gives us 17. So one way we could think of it as 7 plus what gives us 17. Or another way we could think of it is 17 minus 7 gives us our missing value. And of course we know the answer is 10. But the big thing, parents and teachers, is drawing that tape diagram. Parents and teachers, that's the focus on this lesson.